Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Jai Hind, Namaskar, and welcome to Khan Global Studies. So, I hope I am properly audible and visible to all of you. Good evening, and welcome to the session. I hope I am properly audible and visible to all of you. Good evening. Okay, so in the last session, we were discussing about some of the current affair topic, and at the end of the session, we were also discussing about this like the insensitivity or insensitive comment from some of the high court, some of the judges which has been there. So today itself in the newspaper, the first topic which we have got for today is about the sensitivity in this judges. Like the first topic we have got is about the sensitivity in judiciary. Just 1 second. The first topic which we have got is about the sensitivity in judiciary. So we will discuss about this topic plus other topics also. We have one topic with respect to the diversity. We have one topic with respect to the Rajya Sabha elections and other topics also. So we are going to discuss about that. But first, let us start with some questions. Here we have the first question. Nyaya Guru chatbot provides real-time transcription of important Supreme Court cases. That is the first statement. Second is, UPSC is designed to assist judges with legal research and case analysis. Yes, today is also the birth anniversary of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. So, when are you going to start a new batch in KJS for 2027 students preparing for current affairs? Nishi, see, just give me some time. I will be announcing it very soon. Maybe in upcoming 1 to 2 weeks, we will announce about that when we are going to start it. Thank you, Mohini. Okay. So B option and D option. B option and D option. If we look at this, Nyaya Guru chatbot provides real-time transcription of important Supreme Court cases. This one part is incorrect. Nyaya Guru chatbot is not for real-time transcription. This Nyaya Guru chatbot is basically to ensure, the legal help to the common citizens in easy languages in their mother tongue. UPSC is designed to assist judges with legal research and case analysis. That second part is correct. So this is the Supreme Court portal also for assisting the judges with legal research and case analysis. So this second part is correct. The correct answer is B option. Now, this is one of the previous topic related question. If an asset remains NPA for more than 12 months, it is considered as substandard asset. So these are some topics from the previous classes. Second is there, a loan is classified as NPA if neither the principal nor the interest on it has not been paid in last 180 days. सर पटना में KGS का ऑफिस कहाँ है? You will find it in Musallapur and also on Boring Road Choraha. If you just visit Boring Road Choraha, there you can find it, or in Musallapur also you will find it. Just Google it once, you will get the address, or ask from anyone in Patna, they will tell you. If you want to know, like in Patna, if you want to know where is the office of KJS, just stand anywhere on road in Patna and ask them that where is the office of KJS. Everyone will tell you. D option, A option. Okay. So here if you look at this, if an asset remains NPA for more than 12 months, it is not considered as substandard. It is considered as doubtful asset. It becomes doubtful asset. Second is, a loan is classified as NPA if it has not been paid in last 180 days. No, it is for 90 days. So both of them are incorrect. So answer will be option number D. Third one, graphics processing unit can be used for training of AI models. GPU can store and access vast amount of graphical data quickly. A option, C option. A option and C option. Why you are getting confused in this question? It was quite easy one. Graphics processing unit can be used for training of AI models. That one is correct. GPU can store and access vast amount of graphical data quickly. That is the main function of graphics processing unit. So both these statements are correct. Okay. Both these statements are correct. So hence the answer will be option number C, both 1 and 2. Hence here the answer will be option number C, that is both 1 and 2. Now coming to this one part, a new committee has been created. A new committee has been created, and this is not the first time. In fact, in 2023 also, there was a handbook. There was a handbook of handbook which was released for the judges, that what they have to say and what they don't have to say, what should be the ethical consideration while giving any judgment. But despite having that handbook, just give me 1 second. Okay. So what are you saying? That a handbook has been released in 2023 also, and despite that this problem was continuing. So now what we see that there is this one judgment that Supreme Court panel has been created to guide the judges on sensitivity and compassion. So this is one thing which has been done. So we will see the context of it and everything. Okay. So what is the context? Basically, Director of National Judicial Academy, Justice Aniruddh Bose, okay, he has been appointed to draw guidelines to infuse the qualities of sensitivity and compassion in judges, especially in the context of vulnerable cases. So now we see that there is a particular committee which has been formed. And what will be the role of the committee? It will be drawing the guidelines. It will also draw the guidelines to infuse the qualities of sensitivity and compassion in judges. Okay. Now, why does this matter? Let me show you some examples. Okay. Let me show you some examples. Like, let's see this one. This is one of the case. There was one of the case of Allahabad High Court. There was one of the case in Allahabad High Court in which the honorable judge said that because the victim drank alcohol at a bar until 3 a.m. and later went with the accused to rest, she invited trouble and was responsible for the same. Okay. So in one of the judgment, I hope I am properly audible to all of you. I hope I am properly audible. Just confirm me once. Am I properly audible to all of you? So listen to this. Like, what did Allahabad courts did? The Allahabad High Court. So one of the honorable judge, while hearing a case of a rape victim, what he said that since the girl who was victim of the rape, since she has went to a club and she was there at 3 a.m. and later she went on with the accused to take rest. So she was responsible for the trouble. The person who has actually committed the crime is not responsible. Basically, the girl here was considered as responsible for the crime. That the girl here was responsible for the crime. That was one of the part which was said by Allahabad High Court. Second example, you can see in Sri Rakesh versus the state of Karnataka. Here again you will see that the court has granted bail to a rape accused. Why? On what ground? The ground was this, that the victim's behavior, failing to object to consume alcohol and sleeping after the incident, was unbecoming of an Indian woman. Okay. That a woman, if she was drinking alcohol and if she was taking rest, then it is not like Indian woman. So instead of just pronouncing the verdict or just following the due course of law, many of the high courts have time and again tried to define that what should be an ideal Indian woman. That who should be an ideal Indian woman. That has also been done by some of the high courts from time to time. Then we have this one thing, Madhya Pradesh High Court 2020. Here also we see that a judge has granted bail to a molester on this condition that he would visit the victim's house and have her tie a rakhi on his wrist. So a person who has molested a girl, he was not sent to jail or he was not penalized. What was being told to him? That you have to go to the victim's house and you have to ask her to tie a rakhi on your wrist. So that is the kind of judgment and observations which has been there in the past with respect to some of the very sensitive cases. There has been times when court had suggested or court has observed that are you ready to marry the victim? That instead of penalizing, instead of giving punishment to the person who has committed a crime, the court is acting more of like a khap panchayat, where they have said that you can just marry the victim and your work is done. So that is also something which we see here in one of the example. You can also understand this by one of the very famous examples which was there. From here you can understand that what can be the mindset of some of the honorable judges. Okay. what can be the mindset? So again, this is also a older incident a few years back. A Rajasthan High Court judge, although he was not saying anything in reference to any of the women related case or any other case, but think about what is their perception of an ideal society. Okay, the perception of the ideal society. So what is his perception? He said that a peacock does not mate with a peahen to procreate, and it was because of this quality that it was declared India's national bird. So since a peacock is not making any intimate mating activity, that's why peacock has been declared as India's national bird. So this is one thing which we have seen in some of the cases, like in the past, that what has been the observations of some of the judges, honorable judges of high courts, and sometimes even higher than that. So this is one of the challenge which we have seen in multiple cases across the country. And that's why what we see that now the Supreme Court has suggested that we need a panel, and that panel will be formulating the guidelines. That panel is going to formulate the guidelines on sensitivity. Okay. So that is one part. इनसे better decision तो AI ही देगा. Why we use honorable to them? It's a protocol. Otherwise, there can be a contempt also. Okay. You know, in India, there is a lot of issue with respect to contempt. Then in case a statement का mean क्या है? Which statement? Peacock वाला statement. If you're asking about that peacock statement, it was like this. I think you all are mature, you can understand. He simply said that a peacock is not having sex, and that is why it has been declared as a national bird. Okay. So peacock was declared as a national bird because the peacock is not having sex with the female counterpart, the peahen. So that's why it has been declared as a national bird. So that is one thing which we see. Now, this is the first topic which you can see from here. Now coming to the second part. Now, within one day, this news had changed. Within one day, this news had changed. Okay. Let me tell you, in the newspaper, in the middle of the pages on the Hindu, it says that India is staying out of the statement which is criticizing Israel's action. Okay. But now we see that ये तो समझ आया, but ये क्या कहना चाहते थे? Basically, that was related to a case of a case where it was said that why cow should be declared as national animal or why it cannot be declared as national. So that was a case, and in that respect, he has said that cow cannot be declared national animal. Why? Because peacock is having some special quality. Peacock is having some special quality. Cow is not having that special quality. So that is one part which we see in the case of High Court judges. Now, coming to this part, Israel's action. So what exactly is Israel doing? What is Israel's action? Basically, there is one area called as West Bank. West Bank. This is one area where Palestinian people are living here. Palestinian people are living here. Now this area, if you look at this, When we talk about the West Bank, this is one of the area where many of the Palestinian people who may have been living in various parts of Israel has ultimately shifted there. They were living in various parts of Israel, but during this Israel-Palestine conflict, during this creation of Israel, what we see that many of the Palestinian people shifted to one locality that is called as West Bank. That is basically called as West Bank area. Now there is, like in any of the city, there are different blocks. So there is a area C or block C. Now in this block C, there are certain people who are not having the original documents. They are lacking original documents. Why? See, this documentation thing is a recent approach. Many of them have lost their documents due to war. Some of them are having traditional right over there, but they never had any document. So now what Israel is doing, they are evicting these people. They are just evicting these people. Okay. So eviction of those people who are not having the original documents or lacking the original documents somehow, they are getting evicted from there. And Israel is building its own infrastructure in the West Bank area also. Whereas this area, West Bank, it was supposed to be there for the Palestinian people. So now Israel has started creating this entire area, developing infrastructure there. Okay. In Feb 2026, the Israel cabinet has got this controversial plan to register land in Area C as state property. So those areas which have not any legal documents, which are not having any legal document, they are being declared as state property. Now many of these people, are not officially registered landholders. Why? Due to long and expensive legal process, requirement of decades old documents that may have been lost or destroyed during times of war or occupation. So if they have lost their original document, then they will not be having the right over the land. And that land is being declared as a state property. So that is one part which is being done by Israel. Second thing, there is also East 1 project. Okay. So what they are doing, they are basically developing buildings, thousands of homes. Why? To link East Jerusalem to the Malay Odmin settlement. They are making several projects to link the East Jerusalem to the Malay Odmin settlement. And why? They are trying to divide the entire West Bank into two areas. They are trying to divide this. They are trying to physically sever the West Bank into two. So once you divide it into two parts, people cannot unite. And if there are two geographically isolated areas, then it will be easier to capture them. It will be easier to control them. So that is also something which is being done by Israel. Now around 100 countries, they have signed, they have got a declaration. And this declaration is criticizing. This is something which is criticizing Israel's approach. Initially, India was not a part of it. Like in the last day, on Tuesday and even till late Wednesday, India was not a part of this declaration which is criticizing the Israel's approach. But in today's news articles, if you go in tomorrow news article, it will be there. In tomorrow newspaper, it will be there. India has officially joined that league of 100 countries which is criticizing the Israel's move. Okay. So that is one part. India has been supporting the Palestine. Okay. So this is one part. And why do we do this? Why do we do this? We have a policy of supporting the Palestine from the very beginning. So here what Mahatma Gandhi has said, that Palestine belongs to the Arab in the same sense that England belongs to English. Like England, the area of England, if it belongs to the people there, in the same manner, Palestine belongs to the Arab people. So it is their homeland. It simply means it is their homeland, and Israel or any other country cannot overtake that area. It will be considered as a colonial approach. This is something which can be considered as a colonial approach. Okay. This is the same approach we have seen in United States. If you have been aware about the history of United States, you may be aware about this, that the people who have settled there, they are not the original people of US. Some of them have come from France, some of them from Spain, some of them from England. The original inhabitants of US, they have been reduced to minority. Now, this is quite interesting. Think about this, how much interesting it is. US is a country which has been created due to illegal migration of some of the Europeans. And now they have built a country. And what is their biggest challenge, or what is their biggest fear? What is their biggest fear? They want to stop the migration. They want to stop the entry of immigrants. So the people in US, majority of them, they have come from outside. They have come from Europe, France, Spain, Portugal, and other places. And now they are worried about immigration. In same manner, what we see in this area, the people who are part of Israel, the population of Israel, they have fled from multiple parts of Europe. Why? They were religiously persecuted by Hitler. They have been facing persecution due to Hitler. Now when they have come and settled here in Israel, what they are doing? They are doing the same thing what Hitler may have done to them. So they are also like persecuting the other minority. So this is also one thing which you can see here. US is worried about immigration. Israel, the one who have fled from immigration, are now, who have fled from persecution, are actually persecuting the people of Palestine who have been the native inhabitants of that area. So this is one thing which is going on. India has been a leader in non-alignment movement. India has its own colonial legacy. So that's why India has always supported the creation of two states, Israel for the Jews and Palestine for the Arabs who are there. So that is one of the part, the second news article, India, Israel and West Bank. Okay. Why Galgotia University has criticized by all over the world. ये तो अलग लेवल पे है. I think नहीं, इसका ad नहीं था. Somewhere, someone else, some other university was there which was having the world is here, where are you? ये किसी और university का था. But Galgotia's universities, they have taken it to the highest level. Like, just read about some of the news articles, you will find it quite fascinating. So that is a different story. We are not discussing it because it is not part of our syllabus or anything. It is not related to exam, but that is quite interesting one. India is in whose team? India is not in team of Israel or Palestine. India has its own policy. See, India has the policy of non-alignment. We are in the team of rule of law. We are in the team of rule of law. So what has been promised to Palestine must be given to it. We believe in that part. nahin. You should be aware about, read about US history, then you will see the irony of it. That US is worried about immigration. They have created the country by immigrants. The entire population of US is basically, the major population of US is from immigrants only. Now coming to the next part. Okay. In fact, you will find this, just to give you, India was the first non-Arab state. If we talk about India, so India was among the first non-Arab state to recognize Palestine. So India was among the first non-Arab state to recognize Palestine. Okay. So this is one part, Palestine Liberation Organization as legitimate representative of Palestinians. India was among the first country in the world to recognize them as the real representative of the Palestinians. And in fact, in 1988, we have also recognized the state of Palestine. So we officially recognize the state of Palestine. So this is one part which you should be aware about, that our policy has been clear cut. Of course, we want defense relations with Israel and all other things, but we have been following this two-state solution from the beginning. We have always been supporting this state of Palestine. What if someone would have done something more stupid, and especially with a level that as a police step? So what we can say, like, the university, the promoters, those who have allowed them, the scrutiny of it, all of things have to be taken into account. It is not just the fault of one university. It is the fault of the entire organizers. On what criteria we have selected someone? India is hosting the Global AI Summit. Recently, I was going through this one test series or something like that, which or some news article which said that India is having the highest number of higher educational institutes in the entire world. Highest number. So we are having highest number of higher educational institutes in the world, and despite that, in a global AI summit, we have chosen some university to represent India without due process, without due authentication. How that has been possible? There is not one or two universities in India. Even if we talk about prime universities in India, even if we talk about some of the major universities in India, there are so many important universities. How we have chosen that one university without any such authentication? $300 crore खर्च करके चाइनीज का बनाया है. चलो, let's move ahead to the next part. Rajya Sabha election process. I will just ask you one question. I will just ask you one question in Rajya Sabha election process. I think most of the things you already know. Tell me one thing. It is open ballot or secret ballot? This is open ballot or secret ballot. What is ballot? It is the form on which the preference is provided. Like suppose that if I have to choose three people, let's say one option is Neelu, another option is Ansika and Deepak. Okay, so Neelu, Ansika and Deepak. So let's say I have given my three options. So if I am showing it to you, it will be called as open ballot. But if I keep it folded, if I just fold it and don't show it to anyone, it will be called as secret ballot. So there is this one part. We are having the Rajya Sabha elections. Just see, when we talk about the Rajya Sabha election, you may be aware that 1/3 of the members retire every second year. But after every 2 years, there is a retirement of 1/3 of the members. Rajya Sabha is a permanent house. This is something which is a permanent house. It is having no dissolution. It is having no such dissolution. So Lok Sabha is dissolved after generally 5 years. Lok Sabha is subject to dissolution in 5 years generally. But Rajya Sabha is a permanent body. There is no dissolution. The tenure of the members of Rajya Sabha. Can you tell me how many years are there? What is the tenure of a Rajya Sabha MP? What is the tenure of a Rajya Sabha MP? What is the tenure? 6 years? Yes. So there is a tenure of 6 years. The tenure is of 6 years. Now see here, 1/3 of the members, they are retiring every second year and there is elections to fulfill them. What is the qualification? 30 years of age. Now tell me one thing. If there is an election in Madhya Pradesh, can anyone from Gujarat contest here or not? If there is an election of a Rajya Sabha member from Madhya Pradesh, can a person of Gujarat contest in that election or not? In Lok Sabha, it becomes a challenge. You may be aware. But even in Lok Sabha, we see that people from different states and other participate there. Acha, tell me one thing. Just to give you one example. Our Prime Minister is from which state? Gujarat. Where does he take part in election? In Varanasi. So can a MP contest election from other state or not? Yes. So just from there also you can understand this, that yes, it is allowed even for Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Even for Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, it is allowed that a person from any state can become a representative of other state in Rajya Sabha. So even person from Gujarat can contest a MP election for Rajya Sabha. So this is one thing which you have to be. Okay. So he has to be a registered electoral in any state or territory. So he can be a registered electoral in any state or territory. So that is one part. If we talk about this, proportional representation via single transferable vote. Okay. So proportional representation system is there, single transferable vote. What is transferable vote? Like suppose 10 people have to choose. If 10 people have to choose and there are 3 candidates. So let's say 4 people have given first preference to A. There are 3 people who have given, 4 people who have given first preference to B and 2 people who have given first preference to C. So now what will be done? In a proportional representation system, a minimum requirement is of How many votes are required? 10 plus 1, 11 by 2 means 5.5, or in average 6 votes are required. 6 first preference will be required. There will be requirement of 6 first preference for winning this election. Now in this scenario, what will be happening? This contested, this one will be eliminated. He will get eliminated and his votes are going to be transferred to the other candidates. How? Let's say 2 people have chosen C and their ballot paper was like this: C, second preference A, third preference B. The third person has also given like this: C, second preference A, third preference B. So now this part will be removed. This part will be removed and now A and B will be counted. So here from this part, A has got 4 votes and plus 2 additional, because now this second is going to become the first preference. तो इनका जो second preference था अब वो first preference बन जाएगा. The name of this C candidate will be removed. जो second preference में था that will be now considered as the first preference. And in this case, A will be declared as the winner. So a single transferable vote. The vote can be transferred. Okay. So this is one of the system. And here we are choosing the open ballot system. Open ballot means they have to show it to party's representative. Now tell me one thing. If there is an independent candidate, if there is an independent MLA who is voting for this, there is an independent MLA and he is voting. Here the independent MLA is participating in the voting process. So he will be showing his ballot paper or not, and if yes, then to whom? अगर कोई independent MLA आया तो will he show his paper, and if he will show, then to whom? किसे show करेगा? He is not belonging to any party. So will he show his paper to any one person or any one party or a speaker or anyone? चलो वोट काउंटिंग प्रोसेस को मैं डिटेल में बताऊंगा, डोंट वरी. नहीं कुमार शर्मा, it's not like that. If there is an independent MLA, he will not be showing it to anyone. Okay. So he will not be showing it to anyone, and if he shows it, if the independent MLA shows his ballot paper to anyone, then his vote will be cancelled. So independent MLA cannot do this. An independent MLA cannot show his vote to anyone. So he will not be showing it to anyone, to the speaker or anything. Now in Rajya Sabha election, who are the electors? Who are the electors? Can you tell me about this? Who are the electors here? In Rajya Sabha election, who are the electors? Who take part in the election process? हाँ, एक बार फिर से पढ़ना होगा. Can you tell me who will be electing a Rajya Sabha MP? Who will be electing this Rajya Sabha MP? Rajya Sabha MP का चुनाव कौन करते हैं? MLA. Okay. हाँ, तो elected members of state assembly. Elected members of state assembly or duties with legislature. So MLAs, the elected members, the elected members of state legislative assemblies or any UTs with legislation. Okay. So let me explain the process. जो एक और टॉपिक है उसको हम कल देख लेंगे, डाइवर्सिटी इन जुडिशरी. That is a bigger topic. We will see that tomorrow. But let's see the process. Let's say there are total 11 voters. 11 voters हैं. Okay. 3 candidates. There is a requirement of winning. Requirement कितनी है? 6 votes की. First preference. 6 votes of first preference. Let's say A has got 5 first preference. B has got 4 first preference. And C has got 2 first preference. So who is the winner? Let's say there was an election, 3 people were contesting for one position. 3 people were contesting for one position. Now here we have seen that there is a requirement of 6 votes as first preference. So who is the winner? No one. पहले राउंड में कोई भी नहीं जीता. Now we will see this one is going to be eliminated. ये eliminate हो गया. Now what we will do? We will see these 2 votes. अब ये जो 2 ballot paper हैं, now these ballot papers, अब इनको एग्जामिन किया जाएगा. तो लेट्स से देयर आर 2 सिनेरियोज. 2 सिनेरियो आते हैं एक एग्जांपल के तौर पे कि दिस इज फर्स्ट केस. फर्स्ट केस में क्या है? दिस इज बैलेट पेपर नंबर 10. दिस इज बैलेट पेपर नंबर 11. बैलेट पेपर नंबर 10, बैलेट पेपर नंबर 11. नाउ हियर व्हाट वी विल सी, लेट्स से पहला ऑप्शन इनका सी था, यहां भी सी था. सेकेंड ऑप्शन इज ए, थर्ड ऑप्शन इज बी. सेकेंड ऑप्शन इज ए, थर्ड ऑप्शन इज बी. So now let's say in this scenario first one is neglected, इसको हटा दिया गया. Now this second one will be considered as first vote. तो A को कितने मिल गए? 2 एक्स्ट्रा वोट मिल गए. Why? Now he becomes the first preference. A becomes the first preference. यहां पे 5 plus 2 ऐड हो गया. How much? 7. जीत जाएगा. Second scenario, second case. मान लो द बैलेट पेपर इज लाइक दिस, 1C, 2B, 3A. 1, 2, 3, CBA. तो इस केस में क्या हुआ? नाउ B is having 2 preferences. Now the B is having 2 preferences. So 4 plus 2, 6. So B will be considered as winner. So B will be considered as a winner here. So this is one part. Let's say there is a third scenario. एक तीसरा सिनेरियो है, 1C, 2B, 3A. 1C, 2A, 3B. These 3 possible scenarios are there. Now tell me in the third case. थर्ड केस में विनर कौन होगा? इन द थर्ड केस हु विल बी द विनर, ए और बी? इन थर्ड केस हु विल बी विनर? Why? Because even if we get 1 as the first preference, this will become 5 plus 1, yani 6. Okay. So then A will become the winner. So this is the mode of transferable vote. Can there be more than 3 members? Yes, there can be. Election process और complex होता जाएगा. There can be more than 3 members also. So that is the single transferable vote system. I hope that's clear. Any doubt, any confusion? What is the Rajya Sabha election process? Now there is one topic which is related to diversity in judiciary, जिसको हम लोग कल देखेंगे. But now, if you remember, if I am not wrong, some of you have said that you will be solving CSAT questions. Some of you were saying this last day that you will be solving some CSAT questions. You should teach. Nahi, not at all. Just science and technology, and maybe environment, but not any other subject. नंबर सिस्टम का क्वेश्चन ज्यादा सॉल्व नहीं होता है, बट फॉर टुडे आई हैव गिवन यू टाइम एंड वर्क. आज के लिए तो टाइम एंड वर्क दिया था. इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग, आई हैव गिवन यू क्वेश्चन ऑन टाइम एंड वर्क, राइट? फर्स्ट पार्ट वाज रिलेटेड टू टाइम एंड वर्क. How to make notes of current affairs. Rashi Sheth, see, on this Saturday we will be having a special session, maybe from 4 to 6 p.m. So in that we will be discussing about this, how to make notes. So many students have got this same doubt. So we will be talking about this, how to make notes on Saturday specially. उस दिन आप देख लेना. AI वाला आंसर नहीं हुआ है. Okay, so see, basically I have promised you this one thing, I will be giving you some questions for practice. So some questions have been added here. 5 different questions have been added here. They are from previous year question. Okay, तो पहले इनको solve करो, then I will be giving you more questions from this time and work. तो अगले 2-3 दिनों तक मैं आपको कुछ और questions दूंगा time and work के. So I am giving you 5 questions for today for this time and work part. हाँ, जिस आर्टिकल में पीटी लिखा है वो सिर्फ प्रीलिम्स के लिए होता है. Okay. So I am giving you 5 questions here from previous year. Okay. और ये जो है वो पीडीएफ के फॉर्म में है आपके पास. Basically this entire thing you can just go to the Telegram channel of KGSIS. आप टेलीग्राम पे जाओ, सर्च फॉर KGSIS. There you will find the PDF of current affairs. तो वहीं पे आपको ये PDF के फॉर्म में मिल जाएगा, उसमें ये क्वेश्चंस भी होंगे. थैंक यू एवरीवन. फिर मिलते हैं कल. टुडे इज ऑल्सो द बर्थ एनिवर्सरी ऑफ अ वेरी प्रोमिनेंट लीडर, छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज. So I wish you all, like we are all blessed by him. What we can say, we are all blessed by him. Thank you everyone. Take care and all the best. Thank you.